After 6 games that year, Green Bay was 3-3. They had to fight their way into the playoffs and win 3 road games just to get to that Super Bowl where they beat the Steelers. So, guys, the Packers are dealing with some pretty big injuries right now, especially on the back end of that defense. Jeff Darlington, what do you think of Rodgers' comparison?
I mean, I think it's okay, but, look, we're not through that much of the season just yet. I'm appreciative of Aaron Rodgers' sentiment, and by the way, he does this often. I think this is a smart move. He keeps his team in its lane. He continues to motivate and inspire them, but I'd prefer to wait until the end of the season to make comparisons to the previous Super Bowl champs.
Lewis, you buying it?
Yeah, why not? You know what? I mean, Jeff, come on now. Well, yeah, it'd be easy to wait till the end of the season and then kind of make a declaration. Yeah, because the season's already played that. Just step out of your comfort zone a little bit. Okay, step out of it a little. I think the one thing that Aaron has taught us over the years is he obviously has the pulse of his team better than any of us do. And any of the people on the outside. And when someone who has accomplished as much as he has accomplished says, I'm starting to get a certain feeling about how this thing is going to go. I'm going to tell you guys to relax because I know how things are going on the inside. I'm going to tell you guys to be quiet because I know how committed I am to my football team. I'm going to tell you guys to chill out after we get our butts whipped by New Orleans in the opener because we're just fine. And then they ring off, multiple wins in a row and the offense looks like it always has. I think you give him the benefit of the doubt that he feels something coming on here, and he's right at the center of it. Yeah, I would lean towards the side of going, yeah, it's time to be pretty optimistic here in Green Bay, provided, though, they don't continue to get whacked with some of these injuries like they are right now. Because after a while, there's only so many bodies to go around.
D. Wood, what do you make of the Packers and where things stand?
Hey, when you got Aaron Rodgers, who am I to doubt the Green Bay Packers, okay? Offensively, they're clicking on all cylinders. Obviously, on the defensive side of the football, the defensive secondary is a concern. They need to get some guys back healthy. But, man, look, you see the way that Devontae Adams is playing right now? Okay, Aaron Rodgers, man, that's a lethal combination. So they got a good of a chance as anybody in the NFC to come out of that conference.
All right, so I'll put you on the spot, D. Wood. They have as good a chance as anybody. Right now, who are you picking to win the NFC?
Hey, man, look, my wife is a Cowboys fan up in here, and I have to hear her mouth like every day about these Cowboys. So I got to roll with the Cowboys. I got to keep the house happy, man. So
happy
the Cowboys
life,
right now,
life.
yeah, man. The Cowboys right now, they're playing as good as anyone in the NFC, in my opinion.
Well, that's as good a reason as any to make the pick. Jeff, who's your wife like?
Tom Brady. Look, and so do I. Look, to be the champ, you got to beat the champ, man. And look, the Bucs are still the team to beat. Okay, this is going to be a tough one against the Bears this weekend. But, man, who am I to sit here and say that anybody's in a better position to win than my wife's beloved Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Bucs?
Never a good idea to bet against Tom Brady. Lewis, NFC champions, who you picking?
Yeah, right now I'm going with the Arizona Cardinals. And not just because they're playing hot, but I'll tell you this. When we went down there in the preseason to talk to these guys, there was a very specific reason why General Manager Steve Keim said he brought in guys like A.J. Green and like J.J. Watt. And it was because in moments like this, where they started having a lot of prosperity, he needed some guys who were locker room regulators to keep this thing moving down the track and not get complacent, not start reading the headlines, not start watching Get Up and listen to me pick them as the favorites to go to the Super Bowl, but to keep them on the straight and narrow, and so they would remain focused. I think already early on in this season, there's been more talk about the Arizona Cardinals this year than there's been in years. And this is when JJ and AJ Green and the rest of the leadership council down there needs to step up, because this team's got it going on, and they've got as good a shot as any.
6-0, and they got a game against the Texans this week, so 7-0 is in their sights. I think it's fair to say. I'm going with the Packers. I'm going with Aaron Rodgers. I'm buying in. I think Aaron Rodgers, this is the year he's doing this last dance thing, and I think that's gonna matter in the end. I don't know how healthy they're going to get on the back end of that defense, but it'll be healthier than it is now, and by the end of the year, and they're off to a 5-1 start. So give me the Packers right now. Look at that, 4 different picks. None of us know. Nobody has any idea what's going on in the NFC except that it is loaded.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.